Hi Scorpio, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am doing your weekly messages for next week. So we have Fox Spirit as your first card, and that is think on your feet. So this card is about you needing to be able to maneuver around a little bit with some sort of plan. Like if you have a plan in place, like don't be set on how this plan needs to play out or what needs to happen to get there. It's about being able to adjust and think on your feet. Then we have the waning moon, and it says, what do you need to release? And this card is about how there's something in your life. The first thing that came to your mind when I said, what do you need to release? That's what you need to release. So there is something that you need to let go of in some way, and holding on to it is just gonna, keep bringing issues surrounding the situation. So if you release it and you let it go, it is about that this was meant to happen because it's making space for something else. You might also need to forgive someone as well with the waning moon. Then we have the yang energy here. So this is masculine energy, and it is about you needing to, like, you have the power to take action towards your goals, towards your desires, all of those good things. So it's about just taking action, doing the necessary, make that move, and make that first move if you need to. It's just about moving forward in some way. So get into your masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine within us. Okay, so let's see. So what does the tarot have to say for my Scorpios? What does Scorpio need to know? What are the messages? And what's coming in? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Wow, lots of money going on. Or thoughts of money. Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords. And then the High Priestess, Pisces energy, Ace of Cups, and Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Bottom of the deck then we have Death and Rebirth, which is your energy, Scorpio, Five of Cups, and excuse me, the Hangman, also Pisces energy. Okay, so Scorpio, what's happening at the bottom of the deck here? This is stuff that's happening in 5D, in the shadows, or things that you don't see coming. There's definitely some sort of end to a situation, and this ending is bringing in a huge transformation. I do feel like you might have some sort of regrets surrounding this ending, or surrounding, like, feeling bad about something to do with this. But I do feel like this is something that you need to let go of. So let go of any, like, stop making yourself feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, I feel like. And the pressure that you're putting on yourself is just making you feel upset. So it's about, like, being kinder to yourself and letting go of any thoughts of, oh, it should be this way. Maybe that's that think on your feet as well. But the Death card is also very synchronistic with what do you need to release here. And same as the Five of Cups. What is it that you're holding on to that you need to release? Look at things from a different perspective, and let go. Then we have the Ace of Wands in your main focus next week. So there's definitely some sort of new beginning or new path that you're going down that's actually making you really excited. You're very passionate about this. And there's a lot of desire here as well. Could even be, sexual tension or, something like that coming in. But we'll see what the other cards have to say. What's brought you here is the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely been some sort of collaboration where you are working on something. Someone else is also working on something, but you have, for example, you have the skills in this area. They have the skills in that area. Could be a third person involved as well, or even entity or something like that. But you guys are all working together to collaborate on something, to work on something. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. So there could be a stress surrounding finances, or like feeling like there's a lack thereof. But it could also be around, you know, feeling like a little bit of a victim, or feeling very sorry for yourself at the moment. Maybe feeling left out in the cold, like feeling very negative. It's like a very negative mindset. And that might be the thing that you might need to release, because if you have that lack mentality, more lack is going to come. So you might need to release that to be able to bring in some sort of funding here, or to be able to get you back into like a receiving energy mode of like what can happen. But I also feel like you need to take action on something. So with the High Priestess, I know that sounds very all over the place, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so the High Priestess here as well. So you know, in your intuition, your gut is telling you something about what you need to do with this new path, or this excitement or something like that. And your intuition knows something about this, but it's about needing to listen to yourself, connect to your higher self right now, and what would that person say to you. Then we have Temperance. And Temperance is also your outcome. So this is about, you know, needing to bring in some sort of balance to a situation. You are needing to be patient, but I do feel like the balance is coming. The Temperance is all about moderation as well. So if you've been like overindulging in one side of your life, this is about like cutting back on that side and like giving more to another side, or like it's basically about balancing out the energies. You could need a work-life balance. You could need to balance the situation out between you and another person. This is Archangel Michael here, so maybe that it is that the angels are getting involved here to try and help you with a situation that is feeling unbalanced, to kind of even that out a bit. So then we have the 10 of Pentacles in your 3D world next week. So I do feel like there is some sort of abundance coming in, prosperity, some sort of like finances coming in, something where like maybe even a huge investment draws down, or like you're getting funding from a loan, or there's just some sort of funding going on here. But this is also commitment. So you could be married, and something with your marriage is happening next month, where you guys are just feeling like very fulfilled with each other, and like happy and committed and stable and all of that stuff. But for a lot of you, I do feel like this has got to do with finances, because there's a lot of financial stuff going on here. Queen of Swords is in your emotions and in your relationships next week. So you could be setting boundaries with someone, or it could be that you're trying to protect your heart at this time. So you're just in this place where you may be coming across as cold, but you aren't actually cold. It's just that, you know, you're putting up a little bit of a wall here, where you're like, and it's not even a wall. Like I said, it's a boundary. I feel like it's more of a healthy boundary. You're like, don't come past this point. I've set the boundary. Don't move past the line. Otherwise, I will be cold, basically. And then we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is in your thoughts. So there's definitely some sort of decision that you're trying to make here. But with this decision, I do feel like you are feeling a little bit stuck. Like you haven't made the decision. It's like you're struggling to make this decision. You're feeling very indecisive. You could also need to go within to find the answers. And you might need to kind of like take some time and meditate. But the blindfold is basically saying to me that you might need to just not look at your external world for this. Like it's like you need to make a decision from within. And then we have the Ace of Cups. And this is in your passions, your desires, your goals, your drive. So you could be wanting some sort of romance in your life, maybe a new romance, because the Ace of Cups could definitely be new romance. Or it could just be that there's a renewed love between you and your person, or like a rekindle between you and your person, or something along those lines. But the Ace of Cups is also just a lot of love, a lot of happiness, filling up your cup so that it overspills. It's an offer being presented to you, and also a new path. So you do have two aces here, so that's cool. So let's see, what do we need to know for Scorpio? So I want to get some clarifiers here. So first, let's clarify, what is Death, Five of Cups, and the Hangman? Six of Cups. Okay, so this is some sort of like, I feel like this is childhood issues, or issues surrounding your children. It could also be someone from your past, or like focusing on things from the past. It's like maybe I feel like you might be looking at the past with like rose tinted glasses, where that when you're thinking about the past, it's making you feel upset, and you need to let that go. You need to let something go here and release control of the situation. But I do feel like there are some sort of childhood issues as well, something that you need to walk away from, because something's missing with where you're at right now. So you need to leave this behind and find your happiness. But the only way to leave this behind is to end a situation, which I feel like that's what you're struggling to do, is that you're struggling to let go of the situation and move forward. Okay, so what's this Ace of Wands going on? Page of Cups. So there could be a new offer coming towards you, but this new path definitely requires you to like be able to dream big, because it's an exciting new path. So allow yourself to fantasize about this. We do have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like this path is going to bring you some sort of stability as well with within your home life or your marriage, or just get you to a new milestone in your life. Okay, so what's the Ten of Pentacles? Judgment. So with the Ten of Pentacles, this is basically saying that this is some sort of wake-up call or some sort of realization that's coming to you. We have another 10 at the bottom of the deck, except this time the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you have been feeling very stressed and overburdened lately, like you've got a lot of work to do, and this is basically saying that your purpose is calling you here. There's a calling that's coming for you, a wake-up call of sorts, surrounding your finances, surrounding your commitments, or your marriage or something along those lines. It's going to release some sort of burden. Okay, what's the Queen of Wands? The Hanged Man. So you are like putting up these boundaries and that type of thing, but I feel like it's like you're doing this out of a protective way type of thing, but I feel like you need to actually, you're keeping yourself stuck by setting these boundaries. So maybe they're not healthy boundaries, maybe they're boundaries that, yes, it's out of fear to protect yourself, but I feel like you need to release control here, and you might need to look at things from a different perspective. It's about moving forward in some way, overcoming the obstacles. This is Cancerian energy, more Pisces energy there, Pisces energy over there as well, and Scorpio energy over there. So this is a need. You need to move on from the situation and release something to do with these obstacles that are in your way, so that you can have victory and success. Probably to do with relationships in your life or your feelings of some sort. Okay, Two of Swords with this. Knight of Cups in the reverse. So there's an offer that is being presented to you here that you need to make a decision on, but I feel like you're unsure if this is the right thing for you. You feel like this might be a facade of some sort, or like someone who is a little bit manipulative, or not really like presenting they're pretending that it's a good offer when it's actually not. And that's the gut feeling that you're getting, I think. So it's just, with the Empress being at the bottom, it's about also just making sure that you can feel your way through situations. You might need to ground yourself to make this decision. You might need to just get out in nature. But it is about making a decision from your heart, I feel like, that's going to help you. The Empress is the mother of the tarot as well. So what is your heart telling you? And your heart isn't about like, oh, how can I sacrifice, and how can I, to like be with this person, or to help my children, or to whatever it is. It is basically about like, what is my heart telling me? What does my heart want? What's my biggest desire? Not out of fear, but out of like happiness. What's going to bring me happiness? And that's how you need to make this decision. What's the Ace of Cups? Okay, so the Ace of Cups is the Eight of Cups. So in order for this new beginning to come in, and look, Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, very synchronistic. So in order for this new beginning to come in, this new offer of love or something like that, you have to walk away from something. There's something you need to release, something you need to let go of, and you need to move forward in some way to go find your Ace of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, there's there's the 8 cups here, right? 5 at the bottom and 3 at the top. But as you can see, it looks like there's one that's meant to be here, but that's missing, right? And that is the Ace of Cups. So when someone is walking away, they are going to go find this Ace of Cups because there is that thing that's missing there, and that's that 1 cup that's missing that they need to go find to find their happiness. So I do feel like you need to walk away from someone or something to find that that Ace of Cups. And with the 2 of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, this is the decision that you're struggling with, that you need to make, but you need to meditate to make this decision. Okay, and Temperance then is the 9 of Cups. So, and 9 of Cups plus 1 is what? 10 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is actually wish fulfillment, with the High Priestess being again at the bottom of the deck, Pisces energy. So we do have a lot of like repeat cards here. So when that happens, I do feel like there's a very clear message here. So there's definitely patience that's needed, because what's coming in is wish fulfillment, and balance is coming into your situation. Moderation is coming in. Everything that you want, that you could possibly want, is coming in for you, but you need the patience to receive this. And you need to also trust your gut. Follow your higher self, of what your higher self would be telling you to do. Okay, so let's move on to your love reading, Scorpio. Now, this could all be about love, but that was just a general read. So whatever came out, came out. Whereas this specifically is about your love life. So let's see for Scorpio, what's coming in for Scorpio. We have hoping, expecting, faith, and manifesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have silence, frozen, no words, and stone wall. So there could be a situation with you and your person. You could be in separation at the moment and not talking to each other, or there's just a big argument that's going on that you guys are just kind of like stonewalling each other, like not budging on this argument, or just not speaking about what actually needs to be spoken about. But I do feel like you are hoping, or like having faith, trying to manifest in that, you know, you guys will get out of this energy where you guys are just constantly stonewalling each other, or freezing each other out when there's an argument, or trying to end the separation in some way. What else? We have open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So this could be about, you know, if with an open heart, it's basically you needing to have your open heart, because with that Queen of Swords, we did see that you are trying to protect yourself there and you're setting the boundaries. But I feel like you need to open yourself up and be vulnerable, which I think you're scared to do. Because if you're vulnerable, it can, you know, bring better opportunities your way. And even if, you know, your worst fear happens, that if you're vulnerable and this person rejects you or something like that, at the end of the day, then at least you know, and you know how to move forward and where you're going next, and maybe that's when you need to maneuver. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. So you could be, you know, holding on to a situation, or maybe someone is holding on to you and they're spying on you in some way, like trying to see like if they came towards you, would this happen? Or you might be looking at them being like, if I went towards this person and was like open with them, would they be open to having me back here, or would they be open to moving past this issue, or something like that? Okay, so what else for Scorpio? We have influences, and it says attachments, third parties, and peers. And third parties don't only have to be, you know, actual relationships or that type of thing, like them with another person romantically. It could also be just, like I say, it's peers. It could be family members. It could be people like giving their 2 cents on the situation. And then we do have confession, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So it definitely could be a third party, as in like a romantic person, but it could also just be about someone needing to tell the truth here, and speak up about what has been influencing them. Like, what have they been, who've they been listening to? If there's like maybe someone who's giving them advice, and maybe that advice has been causing issues or something like that. Maybe it's friends or something along those lines. But for a few of you, there could have been, you know, a third party here, or could be a third party. So let's see. What do the romance angels have to say for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? We have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So there could be some issues that you're scared to speak up about and you're scared to tell your friends where you're at. Maybe you just need to be open about it to someone that you can trust. What else for Scorpio? We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And it says there what you need to release. So there's definitely something you need to release. You might need to forgive someone, but there's definitely something like walking away that needs to happen. What else? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So there could be some sort of, maybe that's why you're feeling left in the cold. Could be all in your head that you feel like, you know, that you're not loved enough or something like that. Maybe that's something that you might need to heal. But it is about like, you know, your feelings are real. So you do need to explore them, but explore them with an open heart and just be vulnerable at this time. Even if it brings in your worst fear, what's the worst thing that could happen? You could get rejected, okay, but then you know where to go next. So I feel like that's what needs to happen here. And then let's see for Scorpio, what would Scorpio's person say to Scorpio if they weren't holding anything back and felt their higher selves? We have, I don't react when people mention you. That's definitely for someone in separation or someone who's just having an argument, like they're not, if their family or someone is like asking something, then they're like, oh yeah, no, she's fine. Or he's fine. So I'm so attracted to you. Okay. Well, that Ace of Wands shows attraction. And then we have, I feel you even though we are apart. So some of you are having some sort of separation or just arguments going on, but they can like feel your energy still. So Scorpio, I hope that resonated. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.